Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Danny and today we are talking about the Sony FX3. So I'm definitely not the first one to upload a video by this title, definitely not the last one either. Seems like a lot of us Sony FX3 users find the need to justify our purchases, because you guys keep asking. But you might be surprised at how much more added value you get as a filmmaker for the extra 400 USD or 2000 ringgit over the Sony a7S III. So why did I get the Sony FX3 over something like the a7S III or the a7IV? Number one is tele lights. Yes, I need this. The 3 tele lights will allow the client, myself and anyone standing within 10 meters to know that the camera is definitely recording. Forgetting to press record is normal, happens to the best of us, but with tele lights you have to be blindfolded to actually not see that. Number 2 is the front recording button. Since I'm starting to do a lot of YouTube, recording my stupid face is part of the deal, and when I'm in front of the camera, it sure is convenient to just click the front recording button. Number 3 is the huge record button. What can I say? I love big buttons. The bigger the better. Number 4 is the button layout. The Sony FX3 is not a photo camera or a hybrid camera, it's a cinema camera. Why? The buttons and dials that I need are on the camera. Things I don't need like the exposure compensation or the mode dials are replaced by the things that I actually use and need. Number 5 is a zoom rocker, which gives more convenience for clear image zoom. And who doesn't like the option to zoom on a prime lens, literally at the tip of your fingers? And number 6 is the internal fan. I've seen the Sony a7S III go a little crazy after some long hours of shooting. Usually the remedy is to remove the battery, but if your recording is still writing to an SD card, there's a high risk of losing that recording. The internal fan just gives this extra insurance that the camera won't fail on you no matter what conditions you put it through. Number 7 is no viewfinder, and I see this as an absolute win. I personally don't use the viewfinder that much because it messes up the tilt in my composition, and the lack of something sticking out the top of the Sony FX3 makes the ergonomics on the gimbal so much better, like the Sony a6000 series. And number 8 is the XLR Audio Handle. Who doesn't love a free handle? And although I'm still new to the audio module, I'm sure that it'll come in handy in the near future when I buy professional XLR microphones like the Rode NTG5 or the Sennheiser MKE600. And number 9 is Cageless Design. There are a total of 6 1/4-inch mounting holes on the Sony FX3, but there's only one hole I want to talk about, which is the vertical hole. I can mount the Sony FX3 on a tripod vertically without a cage at all, which is highly unheard of for most cameras outside the Sony cinema line. And lastly, number 10 is instant recognition. When people see the Sony A1, they would instantly think, this guy must be laundering money. I'm just kidding. And when they see the Sony FX3, the thought is, this guy must be quite dedicated to video since he chose a video-centric camera. It gives the look that you are specialized and you can charge higher fees for your services for specializing. And comparing the Sony FX3 with the a7IV, obvious reasons are 4K 100 frames, 50 frames no crop, low light performance, form factor, and everything I just mentioned above. Now, if all these benefits doesn't justify the extra money for the Sony FX3, I don't know what will. No matter what other people say about it, the Sony FX3 is a filmmaker's camera meant for filmmaking. And if Sony wants to charge me extra for the feeling of being a real filmmaker, I'll gladly pay the price. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.